Hey guys, what's going on? Mouse here. So we are now here at the first stage of the WOBL Deimos against the Lich, and what I'm doing right now is I'm testing a couple of things here and trying to get to know this boss more, because I feel like this is gonna be like the main gatekeeper of all the stages here in the WOBL once hard mode comes. And now I think every stage might be problematic for us, just like before, of course, in the hard mode in Baran. So I'm trying to clear this with red total power. That's why, as you can see here, my gears are +0. So I just added some things on Yusuyun so that I can get the exact amount of stats I need for the penetration, for example. But here's her stats right now: 20k attack, penetration at 25k, damage increase. So I expect that the defense penetration is going to be lower, of course, against the monster level, and we are now at the lower recommended total power. So I think I've found the problems that we need to like prepare. Of course, this is not like a guaranteed thing, but let me just show you what I'm saying here. But before we proceed, thanks so much to all the support. We are now at 500 supporters. Maybe we can still push it at 600 before the season ends in the first week of February, I think. So thank you so much again, everyone, for all the support, especially to all our top supporters here. Mr. Bombastic, still #1 here. Has been supporting since 139 days. Usopar, Ens is here too. Oyoichi, King Kong, thank you so much, everyone, and all the NIDs here. I hope you guys have been enjoying my content so far, and hope it at least help you guys in some way. So still need some codes. We still have lots of codes. One code still coming soon, probably in the first week of February, but we do have some codes left, a lot of codes left actually, with Traces of Shadow Gold, Weapon Enhancement, Mana Power Elixir, Essence Stones, Mana Power Extract ×2, which is the latest one. So to those who still need them, make sure that you support me in the SLA Content Creator Program. It's free. I'm gonna send them every day. So as I wake up, I send them. So as I take a break, I send them. Yeah, thanks so much, and let's go back to the video. Alright, so we are now here at 865k total power. So let me just show you what's going to happen here with 865. So this is nearing around 85% of the total power, which is when you go below 85%, you're going to be at the red TP already. So let me just show you that real quick. So I do think that red TP clear is quite impossible, honestly. But let me just show you here the biggest problem and the minimum that we need. And because when hard mode comes, there's gonna be 2 flame marks as well, so at least we might be able to get some ideas on what to expect. So we're gonna go with Isil, and we're gonna test the breaking capability at 85% total power, and this does not have the red flame marks still. Look at our breaking, guys. It feels like it's impossible to break this quickly, and even if we do, our performance or the damage is like not gonna be enough. Even if we try to break it like after a minute or something. We go here again. Oh, died. So let's try that again, because we died. Look, first skill. Let's try to use the ultimate. Second skill, yeah. So we only managed to, with all of those, we only managed to chop off like 1, almost 2 break gauge with all those combo at 85% total power. So, but if we add a bit more, let me show you. I'm gonna add probably a shadow here, 940k. Maybe we can try to lessen that a bit more to be at around 90k, maybe somewhere around that. So 892k. Let's just try this. All right, try. See, still almost not getting affected at all. The break is still very, very slow, and we're gonna, if we do this, we're gonna run out of MP as soon as we break it, or we might not even have enough MP, and it's gonna waste a lot of time, honestly. I'm not sure how like the light team will perform in this kind of situation, really. because the damage of the light team is like suboptimal here due to the lack of penetration. And if the breaking is still gonna be this slow even with Gogunhi, he easily has got that additional break percent in WOBL. Oh boy, this is really hard, see? This is almost impossible. Alright, so let's try to increase the total power more. So we're gonna add some weapons here. Let's try at 916. Maybe this will have some hope. Let's go. Hopefully we can deal... Ooh! I think this one is quite decent already. 916. But I feel like it's still... Well, actually, it's decent. We might need to do 3 rotations here to be able to break this shield. But remember, this is like the normal mode only, and we don't have the flame marks. And I think the flame marks has got something to do with the regarding the tankiness of the shield, but I'm not sure. But at least we're seeing some hope here at 916 total power. And it's still possible to actually break it at least, although we might end up, like I said, losing MP in the process. So maybe the MP course can help here somehow. But we're gonna break it at the 10%, right? There you go. That is one of the perks of Isil's ultimate. And let's look at the damage here. The damage is quite decent. Oh, with a 20k, it's very hard because we have to like change our equipment here. But let's just try this one. Yeah, we might not have enough MP for this entire process, but I think there is a chance for the damage. Maybe let's try it one more time. No, I don't think so. So let's try to increase our total power a bit more. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give us some MP sources. Maybe that's why we had some problems with the MP, because we didn't have Genus weapons. So apparently that's gonna be important too. Let's try this. This is now at 940k total power. And you saw my Suyun like 20k attack with 30+% defense penetration. Let's see if we can finally finish this, or if it's even possible to finish this. Ooh. The break is quite decent now, honestly. Look at that. So we can... And we haven't used the ult yet. And at least, even if we rotate now, we have MP source to help us with that. Oops, ouchie. Oh, we need to dodge this. We might die, actually. Oops. Okay. We can go to Suyun. There you go. 10%. It's gonna be an insta break for... We didn't play that well. We don't have enough stacks. But look at the damage, guys. Just look at the damage. I think this is gonna be enough. It's hard to play. I don't have enough tankiness on these units. 3 minutes in, and Suyun's damage is actually... Wow. What the hell? Yeah. Let's try to finish this. Green. So of course, in the hard mode, we might expect some slight variations here when it comes to the mechanics. They might make it faster. They might make some of these smaller. I don't know. Oops, I forgot to use the ult. Sorry. Skill issues. Oops. Yeah, I think the damage is gonna be enough for the most part here. Let's look at Suyun's damage. Man, that's crazy. Defense penetration. So crazy. Like, seriously. Go. Okay, next mechanics. So this might become faster actually. Actually, I use the like wrong rotation, I feel. But that's okay. It's a trial anyway. Wow! What the fuck? 20k attack Suyun. And without even Isil's exclusive weapon for that attack. Oh my goodness. This is so broken, guys. Like, seriously, this is so broken. And we can finish it with 1 minute 20 seconds remaining. Even with like suboptimal rotations, like we didn't play that well. But at least we finished. So yeah, again, this is the lineup we used there. Of course, these are like A5, A4s, etc. But you still saw the amount of time remaining before we finish it. The gears that we're using, like everything here is like +0 aside from this, because I need to get some sources of penetration. And Suyun's stats here: 20k attack, crit damage, crit rate very low, defense penetration, damage increase. Total power is gonna be a major issue here once again. You saw that. I kind of expected that they're gonna kind of tone down the effect of the total power, but it seems like they won't. I think it's gonna be pretty much the same as WOBL Baran, and without the flame marks, I don't know, like the flame marks will surely make it more difficult. So what does it mean for us for that first stage? If breaking is gonna be difficult, then it would follow that the succeeding stages might be difficult as well. But the thing here there is that you can already farm some blessings here, but still. So right now, the fire and the light weapon for the Song Junwoo stages are pretty equal. But the reason for that is because we can go straight into the next mechanics. We can proc it straight because of the huge damage that we are dealing now. But what's gonna happen if the boss, for example, has like a more tanky break gauge and more HP? So that could still change in the hard mode. And we might see the fan actually making it a lot easier for the hard mode. Honestly, right now I do prefer to use the light one, because this is like easy to use, easy to execute, not much precast and some setups like the one in the fire fan. Because right now I can like break the boss very quickly even without proccing the fire demon yet with 6 stacks of butterflies and blooms. But like I said, that could still change in the hard mode, because we might end up spending more time on actually breaking the boss. And if we are using the light weapons, then the weapon doesn't have a break. We can still add, of course, 1 break skill and possibly 1 damage skill, which is most likely going to be the Sonic Stream. And with that, the possibility for the light team to have an extra break from the support units is highly likely, whereas for the fire, we might actually not need one. But yeah, just so we can prepare, you don't have to like pull for the fire fan yet, but just save up your resources just in case, because it might end up like really required. I'm not sure, but the way I see it, even in the normal mode, that total power and the tankiness of the break gauge, and if ever, for example, this workshop starts at maybe right now it's 1 million. So if the hard mode ends up at like 1.1 or 1.2, then a lot of people are gonna have problems with that, right? So just be prepared and make sure that you already have all your total power gears ready for your supports, for your cores, for everything really, because that's gonna play a huge part here. Your 8 and weapons from your support units as well, your armory, your shadows, and most especially, a lot of people have been asking me this: Mouse, would you prefer to start at the WOBL normal Deimos already, or just try to finish your Baran? I would recommend just finishing this first to level 50 before going into that one, because the drops here is not really good, and this is mostly for like those who want to limit break. And even if you try to start this early, and if you don't pay to win all those tickets and you're not possibly not going to be able to limit break anyway, because it requires a lot of these materials, and this one is kind of rare here, so you're gonna have limited attempts to be able to at least limit break one. So I would recommend just prepare everything to get a higher total power and save all your resources until Kanae comes, because Kanae might be able to carry us here, and if not, I feel like Suyun is gonna be enough as long as you have enough total power. You've seen the damage even with like very low stat Suyun that I showed you, this one, and below the recommended total power. Her damage is like more than enough for that. But again, hard mode, we don't know what's gonna happen. We don't know what kind of tricks or the devs are gonna give us there. So yeah, that's gonna be it. Hope this video helped, gave you some ideas on what to do, what to prepare, and what to expect for the hard mode at least. Thank you so much for watching, and see you on the next one.